So we put in the carbon spars, fiberglass spars. The final stage before we clamp up is to get the balsa laid in. So we've numbered up the balsa so we don't lose track of which pieces go where.
Yeah,
dead easy to do. Four and one. Yeah, so what's going on there? No idea. As long as it all fits in properly, and it will do.
You just want to cut that out.
So using resin just to paint the drive also helps as well. Just make sure it's nice and sticky. Right, so final stage is now the balsa has been laid into the mould. The weights you can just see at the end there. A little bit more resin to make sure it's all nicely wetted out. And then the very final stage is to clamp the two together. So we have one mould there, the other half there, the two now. Be reasonably careful on this, you have one chance to get this lined up. So that's together. And then clamps. So clamps are going on.
Hang on a minute.
So here we are, it's all clamped up, got 4 clamps on this one, so very, very final stage. Again, not absolutely necessary, but over here, there's a box here, which we both use. So very, very easy, little hole in the middle, bulb in the bottom which warms the box up. In there goes the mould. So this can get the box up to about 30 degrees, between 20 and 30 degrees. That's it. That's how you make a carbon fibre boomerang.
Well, you've got a thermostat out of a fish tank. That's linked in series with the bulb at the bottom. That'll keep an initial temperature 25 bang on, and we do that for a day. And then we'll cook it a little bit warmer for another day or two, just to really harden off the resin. But it's funny stuff, epoxy. If you get the temperatures wrong, it doesn't work. Got to be a little bit careful. You don't want to damage the mould or the boomerang when you're chiseling these things out, but it should, if you've got the mould prepared correctly, it should just have a little bit of adhesion, but not much. And the other surface, yeah, not bad. All we've got to do now is trim that up, weigh it, test fly it. Nice job. Okay, all I've got to do now is find some scissors, and the way I do it, I don't know what Adam McLaughlin does, the way I do it is I get some fairly chunky scissors, and then I just cut any extra material off the boomerang. I don't know if you can see that, but the actual carbon fibre is actually just a little bit bigger. So I've trimmed off the excess with scissors. What I do now is run a very gently file around the edge. Now it's really important that you don't go crazy on this, because you can easily ruin 3 or 4 hours work with just one slip. Okay, so that's got most of the excess from the mould making process off. Now I hand finish it using a hand file and emery papers. Now I should say what I do when I'm working this stuff is I've got a dust mask. You don't want to be breathing in all these bits of fibre and dust in fine particles. Okay, so now it's just a case of going around the edge of this with emery paper, which I do with the whole thing wet. In fact, to help the emery paper cut and to wash off any wax left on from the moulding process, I use a very dilute washing up liquid. Okay, so that's, I don't know if you can see that, that's the edges tidied up with 300 grit emery. What I'm going to do now is just go around the edges with 600 grit emery. Between each layer of between each emery size, each grit size, wash off the previous grit sizes. If you were to get it would just ruin the surface if you were to get 600 or 300 or 400 grit on the surface, because that is going to go to mirror. Okay, so now we get some car polishing diamond paste to put a mirror finish on it. Here we go. If you turn it over, I've just test flown it. If you turn it over, the back's not nicely finished as the front, but pretty good. And you see it says made by Adam McLaughlin. Well, it's true. He did make the label and stuck it on my boomerang. Look at that beauty.